Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So yesterday we were seeing andhaṃ tamah praviśanti vidyāṃ upaste tato bhūya tamo vidyayāgum ratāḥ. The mantra we saw. One who worships, the one who practices the karma individually, he will enter the darkness, blinding darkness. And even blinding darkness, even more blinding darkness, one will enter if he is performing the upasana alone. Okay, vidya is a upasana, one who is involved in the upasana alone. So next is anyadevāhurvidyayā, anyadāhuravidyayā, iti śuśruma dhīrāṇāṃ nastadvicacakṣire. To combine the vidya and the upasana and karma, again it is condemned. The individual practice of karma and upasana is condemned. anyadevāhurvidyayā, anyadāhuravidyayā, iti śuśruma dhīrāṇāṃ nastadvicacakṣire. We understand that the results of karma is different and the result of upasana is different. How do you know this? We hear this from the teachers who taught us so. Okay. Now, anyadāhuravidyayā, anyadāhuravidyayā, vidya, through the vidya, it is already said, vidyādevalokaḥ, vidyayā tadarohanti, vidyādevalokaḥ, through the vidya they go to the world of deities. And vidya tadarohanti, through the upasana, they climb these, they go into that path, they go towards that path or to the path, in that path. Arohanti means to climb. They climb in that path. So now here, avidya, the result, anyadāhuravidyayā, the avidya, the karma, for that the result is different. What is the result? Karmana pitruloka. We go to the world of ancestors, the means. So the upasana gives us a different result, which is the world of deities, and the karmas takes us to the world of ancestors. Completely different results. How do you know this? Iti śuśruma dhīrāṇāṃ, from the dhiras, from the intelligent people, from the people of wisdom, we heard this. When did you hear this? Nastadvicacakṣire, they taught us. While they taught us, they explained this to us, we heard that. So this is how we understood that. Okay, very good. So what should we do? So that is why he says, vidyāṃ yastadvedobhayaṃ saha, vidyāmṛtyaṃ tīrtvā, vidyāṃṛtamaśnute. The combination of karma and upasana is taught here. Vidyāṃ avidyāṃ yastadvedobhayaṃ saha, vidyayā avidyā mṛtyuṃ tīrtvā, vidyāṃṛtamaśnute. Vidyāṃ avidyāṃ, the upasana and the karmas, one who understands both, then practices both, then by crossing the death through the avidya karma, one gains the amrta. Amrta, the word amrta is a very dangerous word. Amrta is the word which means deathlessness, eternality. Here it is not in that sense, because moksha also is said as amrta bhava, the state of eternality. So here amṛtamaśnute does not mean he gains moksha, liberation, but amṛtamaśnute means he gains the state of deityhood. Okay, so one who understands both, meaning he practices both, then for that person who combines this, one who does the samuccaya, then through the karmas he will. Karmas means what karmas? What kind of karmas? The karmas here refers to, whenever we see karmas with reference to Vedanta, we refer to only the Agnihotra, etc. The Veda prescribed karmas. That has the first preference. The Veda prescribed karmas has the first preference. Later, we have the other karmas. Okay? So, Vedic karmas, mṛtyuṃ. Mṛtyuṃ means your natural ignorance and the natural karmas. That tīrtvā, by crossing over it, vidya means through the attainment of through the knowledge of the devata, through the knowledge of devata, through the practice of the upasana of the particular deity, amṛtamaśnute. Amṛtamaśnute means you gain the state of deityhood, devatātma bhava. That is the word, that is the translation. Devatātma bhava, not sarvatma bhava. Amṛtam is not sarvatma bhava. You become one, because that is the result. Ko moha kashoka ekatvam anupashyata. Where is the sorrow? Where is the delusion? For a person one who understands the non-duality. That is for the knowledge. Nanyah pantha vidyate. And we have already said there is no other path other than knowledge to gain the liberation. Now here, what is said as through the worship of the deity, through the upasana of the deity, you will go to the world of deity. That we already said there can be different ranges in these in the world of deity. You can enter the deity, can stay in far away place, you can stay close to him, you can serve him, etc. These different kinds of things are always there. That is how you can have the irsha, etc., the jealousy, etc. Natural envy. Somebody is in front and you are back. So natural. So those kind of envy, etc., will still be there. That is why we don't recommend those deityhood, etc. Okay. Now, see, Upanishad now does a copy paste and replaces the words. Andhaṃ tamaḥ praviśanti. That is the mantra which I read today first. The previous mantra, 9th mantra. Andhaṃ tamaḥ praviśanti ye avidyayā upaste. Tato bhūya tamo vidyāyāmṛtah. Same thing he says. Andhaṃ tamaḥ praviśanti ye sambhūtiṃ upasate, not avidyāṃ upaste. Ye sambhūtiṃ upasate, tato bhūya tamo sambhūtyāṃ ratāḥ. Now here, instead of vidya and avidya, instead of upasana and karma, we are introduced to sambhūti and asambhūti. Sambhūti is a karya brahma. Asambhūti is karana, not karana brahma. Asambhūti is karana, avidya. Okay. Sambhūti is a karya brahma, the effectual Brahman, the attributed self. And the attributed Brahman, the attributed self. Okay. Now, this is karana, ignorance. So, andhaṃ, one who meditates upon the ignorance, he will enter the blinding darkness. And one who meditates upon the effectual Brahman, he will enter into more darkness individually. To bring in, to combine these two, samuchya, for samuchya of these two, he is bringing another mantra. Okay. Now, here the karana we call it as maya. Antu prakritim vidyāt māyanam maheshwaram. Maya is the karana. Avidya is the karana. There is no doubt regarding that. So that asambhūti, which is prakriti, asambhūti, prakriti, karana, avidya, avyakrita, these are all synonyms. Okay. So you enter that blinding darkness if you are going to meditate upon that. Then if you are not meditating upon, if you are going to meditate upon the vyakrita, see, avyakrita means unmanifest, ignorance. If you are going to meditate upon the vyakrita, the manifest, then you are going to enter into more blinding darkness. That is the idea. Here karya brahma means the hiranyagarbha, the firstborn, etc. Okay, those ideas. Now, second mantra again copy paste. Third mantra again copy paste. Anyadevāhuḥ sambhavādanyadāhurasambhavāt. Idi śuśruma dhīrāṇāṃ nastadvicacakṣire. Why? This again here are negating the individual practice of sambhūti and asambhūti, individual practice of meditating upon the karya brahman and the prakriti. Why? Because anyadevāhuḥ sambhavāt, anyadāhurvīdyayā asambhavāt. The results of the sambhava is explained differently and asambhava is explained differently. Sambhava, karya brahman. Asambhava, the karana. And how do you know this? It is śuśruma dhīrāṇāṃ. We heard it from the learned ones who taught us. While teaching us, we understood this. Okay. Now, what is the different results? There we saw karma will lead you to the pitruloka and the world of ancestors, and the upasana will lead you to the devaloka, the world of deities. Now here, when you practice the sambhūti, that is the first word, right? Sambhūtiṃ. So sambhūti, if you practice the sambhūti, then Sambhavāt or sambhūti, they are all same. Sambhava, sambhūti, you will go to the, you will gain the anima, etc., aishwarya here or there. There are different accomplishments, okay, to become very small, to become very huge, to become light, to fly in the sky. All these different kind of accomplishments, supernatural accomplishments, those you will gain if you worship the sambhūti, the hiraṇmayena. Okay. Now, if you worship the asambhūti, the karana, what is karana? Ignorance. So what will you gain? This is beauty. Oh, you can gain, worship ignorance also. Yes, all these idiots, they now who don't want to say God, it is all because of my God. It is all because of Ishvara. Instead of calling Ishvara, they will say, oh, the prapancha, the creation brings us together. How can this creation do it? Creation is an inert object. It cannot bring anyone together. It cannot bring anything together. Creation cannot make things happen. Ishvara's will makes things happen. So, people who don't understand that and they think about creation to do things, for those idiots, it is said. Those are the people who are meditating upon the asambhūti, the karana, ignorance. What they will gain? Anyadāhuravidyayā asambhavāt. What will they gain? They will gain the state of prakriti laya, we call it. Prakriti laya. Prakriti, the cause. Laya, merging in it. This is not a great. See, what is prakriti laya? Let us make it clear. See, why do you want to get rid of this samsara? Why do you want to not be born again and again? Because you see the world of pain and sorrow, grief. Okay, so you don't want to come into this again and again. Very good. So these fellows also don't want to come again and again, to be born in this world again and again. So what they do is they worship this karana, this avidyā, and just pause it. Pause being born and getting killed, dying. They won't travel to any other world. They become one with the prakriti, one with the cause, one with the ignorance. Meaning they won't gain any good, bad results. They won't gain any good, bad karmas. They cannot create karmas or they cannot experience the results thereof. This is a very good state. This is not similar to realization. That is the difference. Why? See, realization means once for all, the association with karma is gone and association with the results of karma is also gone. But prakriti laya, it is not gone. It is just, you just hit the pause button. What does that mean? You become a stone or something. You just wait there till the end of creation. And in the next cycle of creation, because of your karma, you have to be born and you have to be in this creation. There is no other escape. So, till then you can just be inert object without any punya papa or experience of punya papa. That is the difference. Okay. So, that is what he says. Prakriti laya is the different result which is said. Okay. This we have heard from the people who taught us. Sambhūtiṃ ca vināśaṃ yastadvedobhayaṃ saha vināśena mṛtyuṃ tīrtvā sambhūtyāmṛtamaśnute. Sambhūtiṃ ca vināśaṃ ca, sambhūtiṃ ca asambhūtiṃ ca. Asambhūti is called as vināśa, karma. Okay. Sambhūti is upasana and karma, the devata upasana and karma. This one who understands both combinedly, he through the vināśa, through the karma, he crosses over to the avidya, he crosses over the death, and through the sambhūti, he gains the amrta. Amrta is not eternality again here also. Amrta is gaining the aishwarya, the anima, etc. accomplishments, supernatural accomplishments. Okay? Now, next. So that is said. Now, humans or to the gods or to the wealth, you can gain whatever results that are prescribed in the Shastras. Okay, now that is called till the prakriti laya. See, you can be a human, you can be a god or whatever. With the wealth of karma, you can gain the results thereof, or you can go to the prakriti laya. This is what is samsara: performing karma, gaining results, or being prakriti. Now the one who understands the sarvatma bhava, ekatma bhava, the knowledge of the self, then tatra ko moha kashoka ekatvam anupasya. There is no sorrow, there is no delusion for him. He escapes from this completely, entirely, without any escape. Okay, now the other than him, the world is divided in two parts. For the whole world, the jivas of the whole world is divided in two parts: pravritti lakshana practice and nivritti lakshana practice. People who practice the prescribed karmas and avoid the prohibited karmas, pravritti lakshana. And nivritti lakshana means people who give up the three forms of attachments and follow the path of knowledge. So these are the two paths prescribed in the Vedas. Now when you practice this, and if you are not into the nivritti lakshana, if you don't have the strength to give up the attachments, then you are said, when he said kasya svidhanam, if you don't have that strength to give kasya svidhanam, whose money it is, you don't have that strength, then you can only jijushe chatakam samaha, you can desire to live 100 years by practicing the karmas. Karmas means nishekadi smashanantam, right from the nisheka to the smashana. Nisheka means dropping the semen in the womb of the woman, and smashana means that is a karma, prescribed karma. Smashana anta means for the sake of progeny. Okay, smashana anta means the crematorium. So right from the nisheka till the crematorium, all these karmas you have to perform as prescribed. So once you perform, you die, then you go to the right path. What is that? So he says, hiraṇmayena pātreṇa satyasyāpihitaṃ mukham tattvaṃ bhūṣan apāvrano satyadharmāya drashtaye. One who practices the combined upasana and vidya, vidyāṃ karma, upasana and karma, then he goes to the right path. We said avidyāmṛtyaṃ tīrtvā vidyāṃmṛtamaśnute. For that person, he prays to the Ishvara to get rid of the wrong path and take us to the right path. So hiraṇmayena pātreṇa satyasyāpihitaṃ mukham tattvaṃ, not tattvaṃ. Tattvaṃ means truth. Tattvaṃ, that you, hey Pushan, oh Pushan, sun god, oh Pushan, oh sun, apāvrano satyadharmāya drashtaye. What does he say? Through the shining hiraṇmayena pātreṇa, to the shining lid, the mouth of the entrance of the truth, the path of truth, the true path, that is the path which I am eligible to travel in, that is closed. O sun god, you please remove it. Apāvrano, you please remove that or open that door. Why? Because I am a person who has been practicing the satya, the path of truth, the path of upasana, to enter that path. So you please remove the obstacle by removing the door or by removing the lid. Why should we remove it for you? Because I have been practicing whatever I said. Okay, now not just that. Pushan ekarshe yamas surya prajapatya vyudha rashmin samuha tejo yatte rupam kalyāṇatavam tatte pashyāmi yo asau adityo asau puruṣas sohamasmi. Yo asau aditya puruṣas sohamasmi. Yo asau puruṣas sohamasmi. Like that it is said. पूषन् एकऋषे यमः सूर्यः प्राजापत्यः व्यूढरश्मीन् समूह तेजो यत्ते रूपं कल्याणतमं तत्ते पश्यामि योऽसौ आदित्यः पुरुषः सोऽहमस्मि. Now he says, हे पूषन्, हे एकऋषे, हे यम, हे सूर्य, हे प्राजापत्य, please remove the rays, that which veils, that which hides the truth. Because whatever is your beautiful form, that I want to see. Why? Because whatever is this the Purusha in the sun, the orbit of sun is the Purusha in the right eye. That is what the Shruti says. So I am eligible to be that, to see that, to enter that path. To explain this, there is a Shruti which says tad yat tat asau tat yadau tat satyam asau sa adityah sa edasmin mandale purushah yaschayam dakshine akshan purushah. Whatever is in the solar orbit, that Purusha is the Purusha in the right eye. Okay. Now, he Pushan. Pushan means Poshanakarta, one who nourishes. Okay. He Pushan. Now, he Ekarishi. Ekarishi, Ekam Rishayati Gachati, one who goes alone. He is Ekarishi. Okay. He Ekarishi, we are calling him. And He Yama. He Yama, one who controls everything, one who destroys the samsara. That is He Yama. He Surya, one who grabs the prana and the rasa, the essence in the things. That is a Surya. And Prajapatyah, it is not Prajapati. Prajapatehe apatyam puman Prajapatyah. One who is son of Prajapati is Prajapatya. Okay. Oh, son of Prajapati, please view her spin. Please remove your race. Samuha. And meaning just absorb it or make it one. It is spread. The rays are so many, so make it one. Meaning shrink it. Take it back. When you take it back, what happens is, whatever is your beautiful form, that I will be able to see. Because whatever is the inherent nature of the Purusha in the solar orbit is the inherent nature of Purusha in me. So, therefore, since I am that, there is no trouble. Purusha is Purnatvat, Purishainatva, Purusha. That is how we interpreted earlier. Here, Purusha means one in the form of prana, buddhi, etc., one who pervades the world, or the one who is existing in the body. Both ways we can interpret. Okay, Purusha. Then the next two mantras is a prayer. Now here we have to understand, I am not requesting you, I am not begging you for opening the way. I am just, see, you and I are not different actually. So, I am just asking you to get rid of that obstacle. That's all. Next two mantras. Vayuragnir anilam amṛtyuṃ acedam bhasmantakam shariram. Om kratosmara kratakam smara kratosmara kratakam smara. Agnena yasupataraye asman vishvani deva vayunani vidvan yod yasmad dhīrāṇāṃ eno bhūyishthāṃ te namoktim vidhema. Iti vācneya sanhita upanishad sampurna. So, vāyuhu anilam amṛtam atha idam bhasmantam shariram. Om kratosmara kratakam smara. Om kratosmara kratam smara. Repeat it twice. Kratosmara kratam smara is repeated twice. Agne naya supatha raye asman vishvani deva vayunani vidvan yodhyasmad juhurāṇmayena bhūyiṣṭāṃ te nama muktiṃ vidhema. So now I am on the deathbed. I cannot perform any karmas now. So at this point, I am just asking, I am just praying for the final, what should happen in the final situation. He says, vāyuranilam āmṛtam. Whatever is the air which travels through the nostrils is prana. Okay? And the air which is outside is called as vayu. They are both same. Whether you call it prana or vayu, it is all same. Prana or vayu or prana or vayu. Does not really matter. It's all same. Right? It's all air. So when it is it is limited by the body sense organ complex, it is called as prana. When it's not limited, it is sarvatma, then it is called as vayu. So let my prana merge in the vayu and let my body become ash. Bhasmantam shariram. Let my body turn into ash. And oh mind, remember whatever karmas I have. Kratu means karmas. Whatever karmas I have performed. Hey krato smara. Whatever I have performed, please remember. Whatever karmas I have performed, please remember. Because, oh fire, Agni, because Agni, fire is the means to perform all the karmas. So, we are asking the fire, hey fire, Naya Supatha, please take me through the nice path. Raya, because my wealth is the results of karma, whatever I have performed. So, that, hey Deva, oh God, you know what the karma and upasana I have performed. So, destroy. Vyodhyasma juhurāṇmayena. Yena means papaha. So, you please destroy all the deceiving karmas, the karmas which deceives us. So, destroy all those sins which deceives us. And now at this old age, I cannot perform any karmas. So, only thing I can do is salute you again and again multiple times. Innumerable times. Bhūyiṣṭāṃ te nama muktiṃ vidhema. I am just saluting you multiple times. That's the only thing I can perform. Okay. So, instead of taking me through the dakshina, the left path, take me to the right path, the uttara marga. Okay. Instead of taking me to the south path, take me to the north path. So, because I am completely burnt out traveling in the dakshina path. I don't want to travel through the dakshina path again and again. That's over. Please guide me through the proper right path of uttara marga, the north path. Okay. So whatever karmas I have performed from the childhood till now, whatever performed, please remember that. Please remember that. Please remember that. Please remember that. I am asking so that it's out of respect. I am asking. Please remember that. Please remember that. Because I don't want to forget any karmas which is going to give me the good results. Now again through the other mantra, Agne Naya Supatha, he is asking the path to open up the path. So whatever is the right path, please open it up. And the only thing I can do is to salute you again and again. That's all. I cannot do any other kind of service. No. That is the commentary for the 18th mantra, the final mantra. But after completing the translation, the interpretation of those mantras, now Bhagavan Bhashyakara goes on to add a small commentary. He says, avidyāṃ tīrtvā vidyāṃmṛtamaśnute, vināśena mṛtyuṃ tīrtvā sambhūtyāṃ. There are two words, amṛtamaśnute in two places. And vidya, that's a very clear word. Sambhūti may be confusing, but vidya is very clear. Vidya means knowledge, right? So, with reference to that, some people have a confusion that why can't we take it as Paramatma Vidya, Paramatma Jnana. So, we are talking about Jnana Karma Samuchaya. We said Jnana Karma Samuchaya is impossible because the path of karma and path of jnana, path of karma and path of upasana itself is different. Path of karma and path of jnana is completely different, entirely different. Therefore, they cannot be combined. But they are prescribed by Shastras. So, what should we do? Since they are contradictory, you cannot combine it. Okay, then give it as a choice. Take it as a choice because there is a karma which says udite juhoti, anudite juhoti. You have to perform the karma before the sunrise. You have to perform after the sunrise. So which should you choose? Choose whichever. Same result. So don't worry. So I can choose it before the sunrise. Sunrise, you have to stick to it till your end of the life. That is the only rule there. So here, why don't you take it as choice? Choice is possible when there is when it is seen as an alternative, when they are contradictory to each other. How can you take it as choice? Because the Shruti very clearly says, Duramete viparite vishuchi avidyayā cha vidya. Vidya and avidya, the knowledge and karma are entirely contradictory with entirely contradictory results. They can never be combined. Therefore, there is no possibility of combining them. And you can practice it in order. Before entering the path of karma, before entering the path of knowledge, you can practice karma or upasana. That's a different thing. We are not negating that. But once you enter this, you have to stick to it. The knowledge is the only means, because they are completely, entirely different, like darkness and light. We have already said that. And once the knowledge is gained, whoever has gained the knowledge, there is no possibility of the ignorance or its after effects. See, avidya, kama, karma, that is the order. Like jnana, ichcha, pravrti, avidya, kama, karma, that is the order. Ignorance, desire, and action. Okay. Now, ignorance, desire, action, the worldly action cannot exist because there is no desire. There can be no desire because there is no ignorance. So, all the actions which you see, but even the realists perform the actions, or at least eating, etc., right? Okay, so you have to accept the prarabdha karma or lesha vidya, etc. Lesha vidya means avidya, iota of vidya. Lesha means small piece, a wee bit. So, small avidya, a sense of avidya for the worldly transaction to take place. These are all ideas from the ignorance standpoint of view. From the standpoint of the realized, the knowledgeable one, there is no ignorance. How can there be actions? There is nothing other than the self. That is the clear thing. When you have the knowledge that there is nothing other than self, there can be no possibility of actions. I don't understand. Okay, I'll explain. Fire is cold. Fire feels very cold. You will be like, Guruji, it's not cold, it's hot, 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 hot. Right? That is exactly what I wanted. We know fire is hot and light. The fire produces heat and light. When we have the knowledge that fire produces heat and light, how many ever times I repeat, or how many ever whoever says this, I think that fire is cold and dark, you won't believe it, because the right knowledge is an obstacle for wrong knowledge. The right knowledge, the self is non-dual, is an obstacle for the plurality. So there is no choice of the karma and other things in the realist one. The idea of that is from the standpoint of ignorant and not the realist one. That is what he says and completes the bhashya. So therefore, vidya, by the word vidya, we are not referring to the Paramatma Jnana. We are only referring to the Devata Jnana, etc. Because there is a very clear distinction. Because when for the Paramatma Jnana, ko moha tatra ko moha kashokaha. What is the delusion and what is the grief? And for the person who practiced the upasana, for him, dwara pidhanam, the opening of door, etc. is requested. So the results are entirely different and the practice also is different. Therefore, the Vidya is not Paramatma Vidya, Paramatma Jnana. That saying that therefore there is no possibility of Jnana Karma Samuchya. Jnana Upasana Samuchya is okay, but not Jnana Karma Samuchya. He reiterates that and he concludes the Bhashya. Iti Srimad Govinda Bhagat Puja Pada Shishyasya Shri Shank Paramasa Parivrajakacāryasya Shri Shankar Bhagatah Kritau Vāsneya Upanishad Samhita Upanishad Bhashyam Sampurnam. This way we come to the end of the Ishavasya Upanishad. Okay. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.